Hello all and welcome to today's video, where we will be discussing whether a banana would make a better cucumber or a cucumber a banana. And as this is an extremely serious and professional topic, I have created this presentation to help convey the ideas. Now some of you may be slightly confused by the title, so I'll use an analogy that everyone will understand. Because of course, everyone has seen the live-action Scooby-Doo movies, okay? So this topic is exploring the idea of swapping the roles of bananas and cucumbers to see which could pull off the other's position better. Like that scene in the live-action Scooby-Doo movies where they all swap bodies. But instead of looking at themselves naked, Fred, the banana, now in a cucumber's body, will go looking for a single woman, and the cucumber, now in a banana's body, will go looking for a gay man. Now then, enough funny business. In this video presentation, we will start off by defining a cucumber and a banana to gain a better understanding of what makes each unique. We will then try to figure out which is better at impersonation in 3 different trials. Before we define the trials themselves, though, we have to give context to the situation and look at the biases that will be taken into account. The reasoning for this thought experiment is out of fear that as the internet age progresses, the belief that anything normal is uncool becomes so bad that the average or normal human life and everything in it must be completely replaced so the hip kids can maintain their superiority. Therefore, we need substitutes for every food item. Since bananas and cucumbers are roughly the same size, they could probably be interchanged easily, and it only makes sense that this is the very first consideration for this dystopian future coming to a theater near you. The biases influencing today's outcome are price of the product to produce and manufacture, which will be very important if an entire generation is boycotting regular bananas, and also, of course, trans rights, because if a banana is self-identifying as a cucumber, somebody will definitely have something to say about that. And we really need a better punchline for that joke. The last bias I will be taking into account is ease of production, because I feel I speak for my entire generation when I say, I'm lazy. Now, the 3 trials will be 1. Which naturally occurring variant of a banana or cucumber could pass best as the other? 2. If we were to modify the foods chemically, which would require the least effort and money to resemble the other? And then we have 3. And this one took me a long time to figure out because I had to manifest the identity of a banana and a cucumber to figure out which one would want to be the other more, because it is very important we consider the banana's feelings before we assimilate it into the cucumber race. Okie dokie, what defines banana? Well, they typically have a slight curve to them, have a stem which protrudes, and are yellow, which I assume you would know if you've ever seen a banana. But we must still clarify for formality's sake. And cucumbers are the opposite. Straight, the stem is flush and green, assuming green is the opposite of yellow, but I'm not really sure. With that done, we can start to look at which thing will become the better version of the other thing. So let's start with the first trial, which is, of course, a comparison of which naturally occurring variant is the best impersonation of the other. So let us first start with the shapes. So on the left here, we have a banana with a very good representation of the shape of a cucumber. Bananas are very typically curved, but they can also become straight either because of being bagged while still growing on the tree, or a variety of other reasons like climate and location, which give you a perfectly healthy banana with no curve. As a contrast to cucumbers, which can be curved but very inconsistently because the curving is actually a deformity caused by improper care for the cucumbers, giving us the side effect of costing less to grow. Then the stem on the banana is easily dealt with by simply cutting it off to match the cucumber, or carving one in a cucumber to become a banana. In this scenario, by definition, the cucumber should be winning, because if capitalism has taught us anything, it is that a clearly inferior product is better if it costs less. However, the generations we are designing this for are explicitly known for counterculture and anti-government attitudes, which will overtake the price gap of the cucumbers considering the bananas are grown the regular way, so no increase in price over the current banana. Next we move on to the required change in color, where a banana simply harvested too early will give a similar shade of green to a cucumber, which is major points for the I'm lazy bias, Then we look at the cucumbers, which can produce a much more accurate banana yellow than the cucumber green banana. But, and it's a large but, like Nicki Minaj style but, the cucumbers that are this color are a different type of cucumber known as the Chinese yellow cucumber, which are an oval shape and far too girthy to accurately depict a banana with any degree of realism, giving this one, as well, to the bananas. Woohoo! Alrighty then, next on the list of ways to get a banana from a cucumber or vice versa is to chemically change it. Do I have any idea how to do this? No, not at all. I haven't even finished high school. So what we will be comparing is how easily I assume it would be to do. Yeah, so it sounds like a completely absurd idea, however it might just be feasible. So bananas and cucumbers, right, mostly made of water, as you can see by my handy dandy charts here, and they also share numerous different vitamins and minerals. So the crossover may be a harebrained scheme, but it's not quite on the level of Chairface Chippendale writing his name on the moon. Okay, so now that we have concrete proof that you can change a banana and a cucumber into each other through extremely legit chemistry, I will explain why I think the banana could do it better. Looking at the two graphs, you can see that the cucumber is made of significantly more water, which means the amount of those shared vitamins and minerals contained in one cucumber is quite a bit less proportionally than the amount in a banana. So you're going to have to purchase those chemicals to be able to match the amount in a banana, which will affect our biases by costing more to produce. Then, considering the I'm lazy bias, we see that the banana is much easier to deal with again, because bananas have more of the figurative meat and potatoes. You know, they have tons of vitamins and minerals, so you need reactions only to remove or break bonds of existing compounds, where in the cucumber scenario, you have to find chemical reactions to get each individual chemical into the cucumber, not even mentioning all the other chemicals not shared between them. All in all, both sides sound like a complete nightmare to attempt, with bananas being a bit less trouble. Okay, now we have to decide which fruit would like to become the other the most. So we will be deciding this the same way gymnastics became in charge of parkour. A bunch of people decide the outcome without ever actually talking to the people it affects. Ignoring the part where to do this properly you would have to talk to a banana or a cucumber, but Okay, next part of this script reads a little bit like a guided meditation, but that's fine. And now, we start off by trying to get inside the mind of a cucumber. We can start by closing our eyes, because cucumbers have no use for vision. Then we lie down with our legs together and our arms by our sides to more closely understand the feeling of being a cucumber. And now, feel your appendages melding into one as your skin turns green, and you truly become the cucumber. Now that we are inside the cucumber, we can start our transition. You see a warm yellow glow begin to appear in front of you, much like the sun which has grown you into what you are today. And you watch as it comes closer and begins to envelop your body, and you feel the warmth coming in. You begin to bend and curl, becoming curvier, like all the humans want to be. Boom! Done! Mind of a cucumber inceptionified. Now, seems like cucumbers might like it, so now we shall look at the banana side to see if it will enjoy it more or less to pick our winner. Much like the cucumber, you can start by lying down, joining your legs and arms by your side, and closing your eyes. We have no need for them anymore. Feel your body once again morph into one cohesive, slightly curvy shape, and let your mind be one with the banana. You start to feel a sickly green color come over you, and it stays, completely covering you, reminding you of your time as a young banana, when you asked out Stacy, and she said no. Let's just cut that one short, because I think you can see where it was going. No real need to continue, so yeah, I don't think that trans rights will be enough to convince the banana to change over. But let's just get to our conclusion to see what the final result is. Alright, the conclusion. As you can see, bananas are good at cucumbering. Pretty self-explanatory. They won 2 of the trials, so yeah, there we go. Just ignore the part where it will be like living hell for them. Pretend it's like, like the slave trade. You guys remember when humanity did that whole shtick? Yeah, just like pretend we're doing that again. Had no negatives, right?